Good morning, everyone. It's Ann Verillo here with stampwithann.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Auburn, New York. I hope everybody's having a great day and happy Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm a little tired this week, so I'm looking forward to the weekend. But anyways, I'm here, and this is the last card in my card class kit to go for this week. I'm working with the Flowers of Bundle set from Stampin' Up, and I really like it. I know I've said this before. It's got flowers, okay? We love flowers, right? But anyways, I did a couple cards earlier this week, and I'll show you those just so you have a reminder. If this is your first time watching or watching the replay, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave me a comment. I love to see the comments, and I love to go back and answer any of the comments that come through. And if you're watching me on Facebook, make sure you like and follow my page, and join me. I'm live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, both on YouTube and Facebook at 10 a.m. So let's get to it. It's Friday, and I'm super excited about the weekend. So let me pop down to the craft table. Okay. So before I jump in, I just want to remind you guys, we do have a special going on through the 30th. So I think that's what, Sunday? And it's an extra 10% off our stamp and die bundles. So normally our stamp and dies or stamps are bundles, because bundles also come with punches, but this special is for our stamp and die bundles. They're normally always 10% off, but now and through the 30th, Sunday, you don't have much time left, you get an extra 10% off. So that's 20%. And then in addition to that, our cut and emboss machines are also 10% off. So if you don't have a cut and emboss machine and you want to get one, pop on over to my store. The link is down below in the description, and you'll be able to check out all the bundles that are on sale and pick up a cut and emboss machine. Now, I love my cut and emboss machines. I have two of them. I have the big guns. I call it the big guns because that's the big one. And then I have my mini boho blue, and I love that one. It's especially good for when I'm doing classes. So, excuse me. Gosh, got a frog in my throat today. Anyways, so that's going on till the 30th. So make sure you take advantage of it. So real quick, I'll just show you the cards that are in this kit. This was the card we made on Monday. Super easy. Just mainly stamping and die cutting, and then the inside. So you get all the supplies to make this card. The embossed folder. I used the Eyelet 3D. Ooh, I have to have a sip of my Coke Zero. Clear that frog. Eyelet 3D embossing folder, and the ink colors designer series paper. So that was our first card. This was our second card, and mostly this is the Unbound Beauty designer series paper, which I love. So this was mostly just die cutting, really, and just a little bit of stamping. And then I used a little bit of the DSP on the inside as well. So that was our second card. Yay! And today is our fun fold. Now this is a double gate fold card. So I made a little belly band. This is super easy. I'll show you how to do that. I did some stamping and die cutting. And again, I used the Unbound Beauty designer series paper and did some layering. And then on the inside, stamped it with, I actually used the Unbound Love stamp set for this. This is the Sentiment from the Unbound Love stamp set, and so is this. And so I just incorporated that into this card. So let's get started. I'm going to give you all the measurements to this today as well. So you can either copy these down, write them down. Oops, I went way too far with that. Okay. So let's start. When you get your kit, I include everything in your kit: the envelopes, the cardstock, pre-cut cardstock. I am using a stylish shape die, so that will be included in your package as well. So let's just look here. We've got all of our layers, and these are going to be, oops, make sure you can see that, layered together. And these two are going to be layered together. You can do it without layering if you prefer to. Sometimes it does make the card a little bit thicker, but you guys probably know I'm super into layering. I like to have that little bit of extra for my card. I don't know, I just think it makes the colors pop a bit more. So I do tend to use a lot of layers. So anyways, we're gonna adhere those. Here's the stylish shape die, which we'll stamp in a little bit. This is the one for the inside, and we'll tend to that. And then this is oh, for my stamping. So I do include the cardstock so you can do all of the stamping. So I'll put that over there for right now. And then here's the belly band. So the measurements really are, it's pretty easy. This is the Pretty in Pink card base. So it's 5.5 by 11. We're going to go ahead and score it. So let's do that right now. Just going to move these aside a little bit. So I'm just going to bring out my cutter and my scorer. Ooh, I have a little bit of cards in there. Okay, so we're going to score at 1 1/4. I want to make sure before I go into this. Let's make sure. So I scored it at 1 1/4. That's correct. And then I scored it again at 3 3/8, which is right before the half. Okay, so we just want to make sure. Put that over there for right now. So let's go ahead and do 1 1/4, and we're just going to use our scoring. Make sure we get this right. Okay, our scoring blade. Don't get confused and use your move that up a little bit. Use your cutter, because then you'll cut it. So we don't want that. And 3 3/8, it's just right 2 before the half. So we'll go ahead and score that. And then I'm just going to turn it around. I'm going to score it again at 1 1/4. Get that in there nice and good. Once you get the scoring and the cutting, most of these fun folds are really pretty easy. And then 3 3/8. So we'll go ahead and score that again. And now we're finished with this. We're just going to push this over here. I don't need that anymore. I like to fold it first, you know, just to get my bearings straight a little bit here. So just fold that in. Make sure we've got it right. Yep, it's all good. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and adhere these pieces here. And I'm just going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue. Now this is the, if I have enough in here, I don't want to change my glue out until I know I've used it all. Waste not, want not. I'm using the Petunia Pop. So this is Petunia Pop here. We're just going to go ahead and layer this to the front here. Make sure I get it straight. There we go. Do this one. Now these are, the Petunia Pop is 2 by 5 3/8. And And you need 2 of them. No, I'm sorry. These small ones are 1 1/8 by 5 3/8. Uh-oh. Oh, well, look what I did. Let's see if that works. I was so busy talking, I glued the Petunia Pop one instead. Okay. There we go. So those are our 2 panels. We'll go ahead and adhere these. Now this is the 2 by 5 3/8. Oh, I almost did it again. So let's just adhere that. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Sometimes you might find it's a little hard when you're working with just 1/8 of an inch difference. And that's kind of why I use the glue, because I can kind of reposition it a little bit better. But if you don't like that sizing, you can always resize it. There we go. So there's that one. Let me do this one. Then after we're done with this, we're going to adhere these panels to the card. Let's just make sure we get this one good. Right in there. There we go. So these are going to go right here on the front. I always do a fun fold on Friday, so if you guys follow me, you can always join me on Fridays for the fun folds. Because I like to add a little bit, like I start out pretty easy on Mondays with kind of an easier card, and then I pick it up a notch on Wednesdays. And then Fridays, I usually end the week with a fun fold. So your card kit will include that, and it will include the instructions as well. I do a PDF tutorial, so I include that in the package. Okay, so we have our 2 panels adhered, okay? And now we're gonna do this panel. So we'll do these. Just gonna adhere these in here. So anybody have any big plans for the weekend? I don't really. Maybe a little shopping, I don't know. Outlet malls having a sale. I like sales. So there's that one. And then we'll just do this one real quick, this side. And we'll adhere that to the side here. Make sure we get that straight on there. There we go. So now we've got our front panels all ready to go. Okay, so let's do some stamping. I'm going to put the card back together so we can see that. Okay, put this aside. And we have some pieces over here. And let's see, where's my stamps? I want to do, I'm going to do the leaves. So I've done this in Summer Splash, which is one of the new ink colors. Actually, these are all new ink colors that I'm using. Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, and Pretty in Pink. So I'm just going to stamp the leaves right here. Okay. Clean off this stamp. So we're going to need this block. Okay, and then this is also 2-step stamping, and guess what I forgot? I forgot my little pad because I stamped this off. So let me grab that real quick. I always forget something. It's not quite within my reach. So this one, we're stamping in these two little flowers. I'm stamping in Petunia Pop and Pretty in Pink. So let's get these out. Put that away. And this one is the Petunia Pop one, the outline here. So two-step stamping. So I'm just gonna stamp these. Okay, we'll clean that off. That up there. And then, so what I typically do is I'll just try to line these up. You can kind of see here, well, it's kind of hard to see on these, but you see the little lines here. So I figure out where that goes within the flower. And I think this is the way it goes. Just like that. And so I just take my block, put it on there, and then I'm ready to stamp. And you just kind of want to line it up. Now, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? That's the beauty of stamping. Just doesn't have to be perfectly right in there. Let me make sure I get this one. And if you don't like it, you can always do it over. I'm not doing it over. Okay, so we're gonna wash that off. I still need my Petunia Pop, so I'm gonna put these aside because we're gonna die cut those. And here we're gonna stamp the bigger flower. Ooh, I need one more leaf. I didn't realize I had two. Uh-oh, we'll have to fix that. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the bigger flower. So I think I can stamp one other one there. So this one I am going to stamp off because I use the lighter color. So I'll stamp it off once. And I won't make the same mistake I made on Monday when I forgot to stamp it off. Dust on here. Okay. Now, let's get our other stamp out. And again, we're just going to line that up. So I got to do it this way. I got to turn this around. So I'm just going to find where it all comes together. And usually I can find that little spot pretty easily. And that's not it. Let's see. This is it. Okay, so we're going to take this, put it right over there. I'm going to stamp a couple times here. I'm going to stamp this off. And then I'm going to come in here and just line up my little markers. And there we go. Got it? So that's easy, right? Now, let's see. We should probably do the inside. Let me take this off again. Yeah, since we've got this out, let me pull this over here. This will be the inside card. For some reason, I've got dust on these things today. I don't know why. So clean that off. I'll put this back on, this one. And we want to make sure we get this correct. Oops. It's got to go like that. So you want to make sure the little inside part is up. So we're just going to grab that. I just stamp it a couple times, ink it up. There's your little flower. We're going to clean that off. Okay. And then again, I'll do the same thing. I'll line this up. Let's see. I think it was, nope. Yep. Just like, and let me make sure, like that. Ah. You can just move it around a couple times to get that. There we go. Oh, I can't seem to get it today. It's right here. There. If it would stop sticking to my hand. Why is it taking me so long today? Because I'm tired? Okay, wait a minute. I gotta put my glasses on. Can't see a thing. All right. There's usually this little, oh, I know why. Because I had it the wrong way. Duh. Anne. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. There's a little spot here that I use. Oh, maybe it's over here. There it is. I got it. Okay. Wow. That took me for a while, huh? Okay. So we're going to stamp this in Petunia Pop. I'm going to stamp it off. Sorry about that, you guys. Normally I can find my stuff a little better. Okay, there we go. And while we have Petunia Pop out, I'm going to stamp the sentiment. Happy birthday. Just right here at the top. Make sure that's straight. There we go. Perfect. I don't think we're going to need that block again. So we have that. That's going to be for the inside. So I'm going to put that aside here. And then we need to stamp, well, we need to stamp the leaf one more time. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do it on this piece. I needed 2, and I only stamped 1 before. So we'll get out our summer splash again. Just put it this way. There we go. We're going to need the Pretty in Pink. Wasn't there a movie, Pretty in Pink? I think I remember that. With, what's her name? Oh, gosh, now that's going to bug me. What is her name? Molly Ringwald. Thank you. I got it. Okay, celebrate. We're going to stamp our sentiment, celebrate. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it towards the bottom of the stylish shape die. There we go. Okay. So now let's bring in our mini boho blue. Cut and emboss machine, and we'll get these things lined up. I'll put this back together again. A lot of people don't like belly bands. I'm okay with them. I've heard different comments that people just throw it away or rip it, but I haven't had that experience with people I've given my cards to. So let's go ahead and make sure this is the bottom plate, guys. We're going to do these two first. So here, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm going to line these up. Again, you just kind of move it around until you find that spot. Okay. And it's right there. And then what I do is, let's see, I use my little Post-it note tape because I want to hold that in there. And I'll just put a little bit there so that it holds the die. And then we'll do the same with the leaf. I know some demonstrators that are super good at just throwing it on their cut and emboss machine and whizzing it right through, and you know, it comes out perfect. Well, me, that doesn't happen. So I always use my Post-it note tape, and I don't like the way that looked, but that's good. Okay, so now let's put it in our cut and emboss machine. Just gonna run that right through. Okay. And this comes right out of here. There's one. There's another. So we don't need that big flower anymore. I'll save my Post-it note tapes. And now we're going to line these two up. I need to get my dies out of here, though. I thought I got them out. Did I do? Here they are. Here they are. Yep. And where's my leaf one? Right here. So we'll do the same thing. Just gonna match this up. Use my little Post-it note tape. Same with this one. Sometimes I just have to move it around and make sure I've got it right. So let's make sure before you run it through the die cut machine. Here we go. This is perfect. Put a little bit of this on here. I'll go ahead and, oops, it's not sticking. There we go. Put that down. Back in the day, okay, so I've been stamping for quite a while, guys. Back in the day, we didn't really have a lot of these dies and things. We had to fussy cut. And I am not a very good fussy cutter, let me tell you. Okay, there's one more leaf. Don't need that anymore. Here is one more flower. Got to do one more. And we're done. And we'll put our card together. Oops. I think I'm like, what do you call it today? Die cut challenged or stamping challenged, something. Something isn't working right. I really must be tired. Okay, this isn't right. There we go. That's right. Okay, one last die. Put that here. Run it through. Okay. Let's take that out. Put these all aside now that we're done with them. Try to shut that softly. Just put this over here. All right, so let's adhere our stuff to the front, our little flowers. So these I'm going to stick up on dimensionals. I think I used the mini dimensionals on the little ones. Maybe not, but I'll bring them out just in case. So let's put those on. I'm going to show you in just a second how to do a belly band. Okay. Get my little trash can. Okay, our garage door is really loud. Okay, we're just going to stick that right there. And I want to make sure I've got enough room in here to, yeah, do my leaves. And then I'm going to put, yeah, I guess these will take a regular size Stampin' Dimensional. I'm just going to kind of slide it under here like that. Do that. And then for the leaves, I'm just going to use a little bit of glue on the back. And I'll glue those behind here. You could have put them on first, but I like to get it so that I know where I'm going to place that. So I just put a little bit of glue. Then I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Yeah, just want to get these positioned right. Like right there. Put a little bit of glue here. And I'm just going to adhere it to there. And then I want to put a couple Stampin' Dimensionals on there. I mean, little bling. And I'm using the 2024-2026 in color shimmer gems. So I'll take my pick tool and I'll put a couple on. I think I'm going to use the Petunia Pop. This one I used Pretty in Pink. I'll put one over here. I'll put a little one down here. Like that. Okay, we've got that all done. Now for the, let's see. Let's put our sentiment on the inside. Okay, I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal today for this one. Don't need very much. We're just going to place that right there. Okay, now for this part. So what I normally do is I just kind of take it over, so a center, maybe a little bit more. And then I just crease this. Get it straight. And then you do the same thing on this side. Just wrap that around. And then you want to make sure that you've lined them up. And you don't want to put it on too tight because you want to be able to get this off. So when you're wrapping it, you know, make sure it's a little loose so that you've got some room. And then what I do is I just put a little bit of glue here. You can use Stampin' Seal if you'd like. I just use a little bit of my glue. And I push this down. It's a little crooked. There we go. Hold that down. Like that. And I'm going to put this on the front. So we want to make sure that this fits good. Oops, it's stuck there. Okay, I can slide that down. And I'm going to pop this up on Stampin' Dimensionals. Oops. Probably want to make sure, let's get this one off. And probably this one too. I want to move these down a little bit. You don't want to put the Stampin' Dimensionals up here because you'll attach it to the card. So you got to make sure you place them properly. So let's just adhere that to the card. Just make sure got it kind of straight there with your sentiment. And there we have it. Our Double Gatefold card, birthday card, made with the Flowers of Beauty bundle. Isn't that cute? Don't you just love it? Okay, so back to me. So if you place an order in my online store for $45, excluding tax and shipping, I'll go ahead and send out your kits by Monday, July 1st. And I just want to do a little shout out. Thanks for my customers who've already placed their order. Your kits will be going out on Monday, and you'll have all the instructions and the PDF tutorial emailed to you as well. Plus, you can go back and look at my videos that I've done that walk you through how to do these cards. So just want to say, have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy. Next week is the 4th of July celebration. So I hope you guys all have fun plans for that and watch lots of fireworks. I will be live on Monday. Wednesday, I probably won't be. My brother and his wife and their kids and mother-in-law are coming to visit us here at the lake. So we're really looking forward to that. And I just want to say have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.